Hi creative friends, this is Saraya and thank you so much for being here. So I was asked a really great question and I thought that I would make a video about the question, even though I did answer it in my comments. And I just think a lot of us have a little bit of a difficulty in understanding this, and I know I certainly did for a long time. So basically, the question I was asked is, when I did this video on my 100-day project mixed media portrait, the question I was asked is that, why are my eyes not put straight on the face? So I'm going to try to explain this, and I know I'm making a video series about still lifes, but this applies to anything that you're going to draw or paint, whether it's, an apple, whether it is a bowl, whether it's a face, whether it's a landscape, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to explain it like this. I will get back to this in a second. So let me just say that the eyes absolutely do not go straight on the face like so, and I'll explain why. So basically, okay, this over here, well, it's my color wheel, but it is a circle. Now, a circle is two-dimensional. It has height and it has width. So it's only got two dimensions to it. It's the same with a page or a canvas, for instance. It is two-dimensional. It's got height and it's got width. But an object is three-dimensional. It's got height, it's got width, and it's also got depth. So do you see how this is a three-dimensional object and this is two-dimensional? This is a sphere and this is a circle. So when we are painting or drawing, and like I said, it doesn't matter what we could be painting or drawing, but when we are doing that, we are translating a three-dimensional object into two-dimensionality. So try to look at yourself as a translator of sorts. You're taking this object, which has three dimensions, and you are going to use all of these different tricks and tools and techniques to portray a three-dimensional object onto your two-dimensional page. So even the great masters like Da Vinci and Picasso, when he was doing his earlier works, etc., 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 through the ages, they employed these techniques to translate something that is real onto the canvas to the point where it looked real, like it was photorealism. And you use different things like perspective. So what that means is, if you are drawing, say, a landscape, the things that are, further away are going to appear to be smaller, and you use things like values and neutrals, and there's a bunch of different things that we use to translate it. But no matter how well a portrait, for instance, is done, so let's just use the Mona Lisa, Da Vinci's painting. So when you're like looking at the Mona Lisa, it is a two-dimensional canvas, like it's flat. But because he's such a master, you're just like, oh my God, like it looks like it's real. But it's actually, a master that has taken a woman who is, a three-dimensional object. I'm gonna say object in this situation, and you're translating that onto your canvas, which is two-dimensional. So what I am going to show you is that I'm gonna use my darker Stabilo here so the camera can pick up on it. But just say that I was going to draw a face, for instance. We're going to use it like so, okay? and we're just gonna do a quick thing. So what you want to do when you make the line for the eyes is you want it to be at a curve. Like you want it to be at a curve like so. You absolutely do not want it to be a straight line. So you do not want that, and you want a curve, because a head is an object that has three-dimensionality. Like your head, it has height, it has width, and it also has depth. Your head is not a circle like so, it is more like an apple. So when you place your eyes, you want it to be a curve like so. Now it's not a very it's not a very pronounced curve, but it is an absolute curve like so. Because, you know, I'm going to use a bowl for example. So just say, you know, this apple or this bowl, it's going to curve at the edges because it has a depth to it. So I hope that I have explained this correctly. If you have any questions at all, please ask me, and I will be happy to either answer them in the comments or make another video about it. But I think it's something that we all kind of kind of struggle with a little bit. I know I certainly did when I first started drawing and painting, etc., is that, you know, it's the understanding that something like this is a shape, yes, like this circle, like this circle is a shape, but it's also got a three-dimensionality to it that this shape does not. So anyways, you guys, I will leave that over here, and I hope that this video is helpful. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.